Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. I'm absolutely sure.
And you don't need to go to toilets or anything beforehand.
No, I don't need to blow my nose.
Because we're not stopping if you do.
Oh, can I not have a cigarette break?
Patreon, you said. Don't forget to Patreon. So don't forget to Patreon, and don't forget that you don't need to go to toilet before we start.
No, why are you asking me these questions?
I'm just saying because I want to treat you like a little child.
Scarred from other incidences, is it?
Why? What do you mean? What does that mean?
They believe in you. What, in a state of performance?
Who did that? Hey, take it easy, right? I get vexed at one gig and all of I'm a bastard now. Is that the way it works? I get vexed at one fucking gig. Oh, Kendy's a bastard now.
You're a marvellous man for hiding your feelings.
What do you mean? Why was it noticeable?
Absolutely.
But it was noticeable to you because you knew what was going on.
I know, yeah.
Like other people.
Sorry, nobody knows what we're talking about, so better get off this subject.
No, but watch me, no. But
no, you don't need to explain yourself. You're a bastard.
Watch me face, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to you like this, right?
Yeah.
And everyone will go, just the boys are getting on farewell. But imagine me looking at you like this and I'm going, if you ever do that again, I'll kill all your family. Everyone will belong to you, okay? Yeah. You see what I mean? So it's how you do it, is the thing. Now, come here, I'm not right, Ray, since
what?
Fucking, I'm not right.
Sorry, I'm flat out here looking at my phone.
Don't be looking at your phone, man. Live in the world.
All right, I'll come back to that in a second.
Live in the world that's in front of you. Look, I'm here. You can reach out and touch me.
You're not right since I'm only right in the last day and a half.
You had to go and see Dr. Joe.
I had to go to Dr. Joe.
Right. And what did Dr. Joe say? I had this in my head. You go into Dr. Joe and you say, Dr. Joe, I can't get rid of the phlegm in my head. And he says, Ray, that's no bother. Just sit down there and take off your pants. And we'll have a look at you properly.
He is a little fondle.
He is a little, right, the balls aren't feeling well. I'd say the head raised gone.
He knows what's wrong with me from just fondling the balls.
He knows, yeah. And he doesn't even, and he only can do it. It's actually a wonderful, hopefully we don't get him, he doesn't lose his license. But Dr. Joe, he just fondle the ball and he looks you dead in the eye and he can tell anything that's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You stubbed your toe last week. Know that kind of way.
It was a similar experience, except he did not require me to take off my pants.
Okay, yeah. Of course, Dr. Joe is a consummate professional.
Yes, went to Dr. Joe. I eventually just gave up and I said, as a man, I shall not be fit to see this one through. No. I was getting vexed. The only way I can describe it was I was like an 80-year-old man. I felt like I hadn't slept in a year. Yeah. And I was cantankerous.
Right. Oh, cantankerous. I love that. He was being very cantankerous.
I was really cantankerous. So I said, right, I'm going to the doctor. Or I said, fucking fair play to you. I'm sick of the sight of you. Do you know? So I went to the doctor and Dr. Joe, he said, right, sit down there. So I sat down on the little bed with the paper. Right. You know the way they all have a little bed with paper on it.
Yeah, and the thing is, they dress it up lovely, but the second I put my two legs up, I'm going to rip that paper.
Yeah, you tear the paper.
I'm going to tear the paper.
Really weird.
It's bad. Oh, it's like wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sat on the paper and like a dog about to pee himself. And he basically he has this little flashlight in what looks like a little hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
And he says, open your mouth. I said, I open my mouth.
He says, you dirty pervert.
And he shone the hammer flashlight into my mouth. Yeah. My mouthing. And he says, yeah, that's what's wrong with you.
He said, Ray, you've no gag reflex.
No, he
said, Ray,
he just shut it in. He said,
this hammer.
He looked at the back of my throat and he said, you've severe sinusitis.
Right.
And I said, how can you see from my throat that I've severe sinusitis? He said, it's all gunk back there.
Hey, Dr. Joe knows,
he knows.
Dr. Joe knows sinusitis.
But he's so stylish. He wears a fancy suit.
Does he? Oh, I love that.
It's buttoned closed.
Oh, I love that.
And there's a fancy coloured shirt underneath. All the hair slick. And he's one of the most stylish men I know.
How old is Dr. Joe?
It was Dr. Joe. Jesus, if he's a day over 31. Do you know? I know he's not. He's a little older than that. But the thing about it is, he just comes over pure stylish, and the flashlight hammery thing is kind of like, whoosh, and it's open your mouth, and I open my mouth. Severe sinusitis. Go on. And I'm going, wow.
€60.
And he says, I know I can get rid of that. And he's like 500 milligrams of this, and I'll give you a bit of that to clear it up. And
can I ask you this, Ray?
Yeah.
The infection that me and you both got 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The flu.
Yeah.
The flu
you got
virus.
through it. You didn't need a doctor.
What are you talking about, Willis? Ray? I'm still not right, Ray.
Did you go to the doctor?
No, I didn't go to a doctor at all because...
Are you cantankerous?
I've been cantankerous.
You got vexed last night. I seen it.
Yeah, but I actually went to the doctor and he said he actually diagnosed me cantankerous in 2004.
Did you?
He said that's when it started.
Yeah.
You're diagnosed with cantankerism.
There's another word that sounds like cantankerous.
Cankeritis.
It's related to your ability to hold in your pee. What's that again? Brendan, what's that? You know, when someone is not cantankerous, it's everybody's lost now.
Invalid. No. No, listen to me, because I wanted to make a point. So the infection stemmed from the flu, did it?
Oh, it did. For the
so you had a big heap of dirty, rotten phlegm. Now, this is only medical terms, because I was looking this up.
I was unaware of it.
Yeah, and then, so the dirty, rotten phlegm, which comes from Freudian's old... no, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That turned into an infection then, did it?
Did you?
I've never heard of that happening after a flu.
Yeah,
you know?
It's bad old stuff.
Now,
you gave me the good stuff, though. I'm cured now.
Did it sort it out? It did.
Oh, big time. It's like amazing what antibiotics can do, especially when you drink on them.
Oh, let them out, Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
challenge,
make
life hard on the antibiotics.
Oh, it is great, man.
Here, take 8 Heinekens.
Sometimes I feel like the antibiotics, like they're going to become null and void because they're not getting worked enough. So I think you have to drink on them nowadays to make them work.
You know, apparently there's only 2 antibiotics. I don't know what their names are. There are only 2 antibiotics in the world that you cannot drink on.
All right, okay.
Everything else is fair game.
Oh, you can drink away.
A chemist friend of mine told me that. You know who you are, Mr. Galway.
Chemist or drug dealer?
No, a chemist. Yeah.
Okay.
He came out of school and he says, I want to make money. I want to make pound. I'm going to become a chemist.
So how come we went so wrong? Because my mother was adamant that we would make money. Yeah. And I was adamant to her, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a musician.
What did your career guidance person tell you to do?
Oh, get out. I think
just run.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what my career guidance counselor told me I should be doing, but I don't think it definitely wasn't music. Like when I told her I think I want to be a musician, it was that time, 2009, Ray, 2009. Leading up to that year, Ireland had too much money to even know what to do with, right? And everybody was swinging.
Yeah.
So they were telling every single young fella in the country and young one, go and get a fucking arts degree at level 8. So that's what they were telling us back then.
An arts degree.
You got to go to college. You got to do 4 years.
A one fits all. Yeah. You'll get any career you want if you have an arts degree.
And then now all of a sudden, I can't get a plumber or electrician. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't.
I understand.
And it off is stupid too.
Do you know what I wish they told us?
Go on.
The money you can make in cosmetic surgery.
And getting it done, and becoming a social media star.
Yeah, exactly. But even the fact that that you could become a doctor, right? Which I suppose is not easy. But
it's
money
easy. It's
make.
easy enough, Ray, to become a doctor. Let's be serious. It's very easy. I think I could have done it.
It only takes about 8 years.
Yeah, but it's a handy 8 years. Though.
Is it?
You're kind of carrying clipboards around for 7 of them, and then last year, then you might get to look inside someone, and then you're a doctor.
No, no one told us this.
Yeah, I know, but I reckon I could have been a doctor really if it wasn't for the music.
Something to do with maths. They seem to be well paid.
Yeah, no.
You know, I have a cousin, John.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
unrelated.
He's an actuary.
Actually, what now?
What's
that mean?
What is it? Yeah. Anyway, my mother goes.
He carries birds.
No.
Oh.
No, he does. I don't
he
know
works
what
at an actuary.
An actuary. Brendan, what does an actuary do? They calculate insurance premiums.
Oh, they take your money.
Or as my mother says, how's John getting on with the archery?
That's brilliant.
And my father looks at her. Oh, he's an archer now, is he?
That's unreal.
Yeah, archery.
You can still hear my chest is still gone, but I'm going to try and not laugh. That was very good, though.
Yeah, fair play to Carmel. That was one of our better ones.
If you want my advice now, if I was a career guidance counsellor, and I'm open to it, if you have a salary there in a secondary school, let me in. All I need is a little office, and I'll bring my own car.
What will you advise them to do?
I would advise every single person in this world.
TikTok influencers.
No. Fuck that, right? Because then everyone will hate you, really. So, they will, though. No, they will. And I'll explain why they will in a minute. Because there's something seriously wrong with TikTok influencers, and it's not their fault.
Okay.
But we'll get to that, okay? I would advise every one of them. Listen to me now, right? I'm like the Dave McSavage now of the economic world.
We're not at that standard,
which he is.
Go.
I am. Go out there and get a computer degree now. Go out there and get a computer degree now.
Right.
In terms of software developers, right, and computer engineers and all those kind of people, there is a shortage of them in the world, and there is nothing the world needs more than computer developers, software developers, computer engineers, all those things.
But you have to be into that sort of stuff.
No, you don't, Ray.
Like my father can't go out now and get himself a computer degree.
You can. Ray, ask me, do you need maths to do those degrees? Just ask me that question, seriously.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
Do you need maths to do those
You
degrees?
stupid bastard, Ray. What a stupid question to ask. Of course you don't need maths for those degrees, right? The way it's gone now, it's all about coding, but loads of those softwares are already built for you. It's a very, very communal world in that computer game. Okay? And a lot of the stuff you need is already built, but you just got to improve upon it, use it, lead it in the right direction.
I hear what you're saying.
Listen, most of our listeners are 30 to 40 plus year old women. We found out. You have sons and daughters out there, right? Get them straight on the Mac and the Apple, okay? And the PC and the fucking whole lot, because that's where the jobs are going to be.
I still think cosmetic surgery. Because, I mean, it seems Botox is where it's at the minute.
Right, okay, so you think Botox is where it's at?
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes. There you go, darling. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to set up.
Yeah, that's €1,000. Thanks very much.
I'm going to set up my own cosmetic school, and it's going to be called Filling Cheeks, right?
And your moonlight as a dentist.
Honestly, fill it up cheeks, man. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
There's plenty of money in cheeks.
I was looking up my phone at the start there to look up male contraceptives.
What in the name of all this good and Kendy are you on about? So why are you looking up male I want to talk about TikToks in a minute as well, but go on anyway.
I know, it was something I was supposed to cover in last week's episode.
Oh, go on.
By the way, congratulations, 150.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No way, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, we're on 150.
That is absolutely brilliant. I'm delighted with that.
We're way behind.
What do you mean?
Because we're nearly 4 years at it.
Oh, yeah, that's not
good. We should
keeping.
have 216.
But I'm tired, Ray. You know what I mean?
We took too many weeks off.
I'm tired.
The male pill.
Yeah. The mill.
Run
of the mill.
You've just branded it. Can I get a box of the mill there?
I'm going to get... No, you call it run of the mills.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or a mantraceptive.
Mantraception.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Or mandums. Anyway, yeah. So apparently, no, there's none actually.
Right, okay, so thanks very much for your bringing that to us, Ray.
It's ongoing research. All there is condoms and a vasectomy issue. We know, Brendan, we've gone through condoms and vasectomy with Brendan.
Why are you looking up male contraception?
Because it was something I was supposed to cover. I don't know why. Someone sent me an article on it.
Okay, because obviously there's a lot of pressure on women to be contraceptive of themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, that could be, we could take all that burden off them and take the pill ourselves.
You think that we should take the pill ourselves?
I think we should.
Yeah, no, I think if there was one, then that'd be great.
Would you take it?
Would I take it?
Yeah, I would take it. I'd take the mill.
I mean, I would like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think it'd faze me, but like, what happens? Do I turn into the Hulk then? Because we haven't worked out the side effects yet.
Yeah, there could be various side effects.
Because if I'm firing blanks, like, you know what I mean? That's great. And does it always work? I mean, Alec Baldwin thought he was firing blanks.
Do you?
Fucking. But what I'm saying is, it's obviously
if we were
experimental.
the two Johnnies there now, we're gone. That's it now. That's an example of us gone.
That's another type of contraception. Put on two Johnnies. So,
you think that's how they got their name?
Ray, listen to the two wheezing.
Well known around Tipperary for two Johnnies.
Oh, fuck.
Which one of them do you think is called two Johnnies?
I shouldn't be laughing at this because my chest is enabled first.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit chesty as well.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay,
yeah,
so
that's another side effect of the mail. You get very chesty.
Oh, Jesus.
Fine set of little titties.
Oh, man, that's the thing, you see. I don't want to be taking pills that aren't. You know what I mean?
I'm still suspicious of chickens.
Okay. Fuck me.
Someone told me once that an awful lot of chickens, you end up with big titties.
What?
Yeah.
Is there estrogen in chickens? Is there?
Yeah.
So if you eat too much chicken, you grow a big pair of tits.
So look at me. I've been eating chicken fillets for years.
It must be banana sandwiches as well.
Yeah, it could be the combination of bananas and chicken. Anyway, TikTok influencers, shoot.
Okay, I would, yeah.
What?
Shoot, yeah, absolutely.
You'd shoot first, ask questions later.
There's a big problem going on in the world, right? So the biggest TikTok influencers, okay, are I think, not all of them, missing a couple of screws. And they get famous because people end up laughing at them. Okay?
Oh, wait.
You know what I mean?
You're talking about our good friend, Francis de Bourgeois.
No.
Who's flat out chasing trains the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, that man is just an absolute gentleman. Okay?
He's so immaculately dressed.
I mean, what a man. Yeah. And the more he gets famous, the more he looks like Dracula. And I don't know if that's a direct correlation or not.
Yeah.
But I saw a video of him, Ray, yesterday where he raced a train to Cheltenham or something.
I seen the start of that.
Ray, he looked like a ghost.
Why does all his clothes look long on him? they're the longest looking clothes.
But so the best parts of Francis Bourgeois,
yeah,
he's like a raver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, today I'm going to bring you down into a
nightclub.
A wonderful train station which also moonlights as a nightclub. Yes. And I'm going to get absolutely ausfus on looks. Okay, so come and join me while I fucking...
Who else are you talking about in the TikToks?
Okay, you know what I'm saying though? I think that most of them are people we laugh at. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Now, what ends up happening then is that people don't treat them like they're people. Mm-hmm. And this is where the problems come in. There was a charity football match a couple of days ago.
Okay. I didn't hear about this.
Okay. And the charity football match...
Sorry, I don't know why I reacted like that.
Ray,
how come I didn't hear about this?
The last thing I would expect is that you would hear about a football match, okay?
Yeah, but especially a charity one.
Yeah, but
no one's making any money.
So this one was these content creators against each other in a match, and then all their followers got to come... Now, here's
That's
the problem.
Really great idea.
Yeah, great idea till you do it. Yeah. The people that were playing, right, some of them are not able-minded.
Right.
But not in a bad way.
In a nice, in a kind of endearing kind of way.
One of the guys is on the spectrum. Okay. And so I don't want to say that he's not fully there because that's not right to say that. But what I mean is he's on the spectrum. So let's just nail that down. Okay. He's on the spectrum. He's an absolutely massive content creator on TikTok.
So you're going to come after us now for talking about
No, he won't. No, because listen to me. Right. People love him, his football content, but they also make fun of him, right?
Okay.
And I don't think he knows they do.
Oh.
So everyone loves that they get to make fun of him, and then they disassociate him with a person. And they go to the fucking match, right? The charity match where he's playing, and someone from the crowd ran on and slide tackled him and knocked him to the ground, and then he got up and attacked that person. And all that's happening on TikTok in that circle now is people putting up videos laughing at us. Oh. Look what happened to your man. This is unbelievable crack. Content. Doesn't matter if someone's actually getting attacked in it. He ends up passing out a thing from panic.
Right.
When he got back into the dressing room. None of that matters. Content. Let's get your man out. Boom. There's another guy on it who's a fool, right? Right?
Go easy, will you?
No. This guy's a fool, and he piggybacked on how famous that guy on the spectrum is. Yeah. And now he uses him to make him famous and pretends he's really good friends with him. And then there's an OnlyFans chick, right?
Okay.
There's an OnlyFans chick who does the same. She pretends she's best friends with this guy so that she can piggyback up the ladder on her content as well.
I'm getting off TikTok. It's
seriously,
a cesspool.
This is what's happening.
This is a disaster. I thought it was a simple thing where people chase trains in long clothes.
I used to think all it was arse shaking, right? Oh my God, that's an arse shake. And then I didn't like it then. Then I saw nice avenues for it, and then I really liked it. And then I saw a fucking autistic kid getting fucking slid tackled at a charity football match and everyone laughing at him from someone in the crowd.
You didn't enjoy it?
It went full circle, Ray.
Yeah.
And now I want TikTok to TikTok off.
And do you enjoy the little clips of Ukraine as well?
I mean, that's the other thing. Yeah. Wait, it's completely disassociative. We're not watching a war on our fucking timelines and going, that's another clip, but don't worry, because the next one then is Cal getting...
Content.
You know what I mean? It's content. Boom, in your face. Yeah. Have you 10 seconds? I better wallop this into your jaw. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's fucking odd.
Do you know the buff fella?
Who?
There's a buff fella on these things.
Oh, Buff Hagen. No, his name is Buff Hagen, you bollocks.
No, it couldn't be. It's a lad from Dublin. He looks like a Viking and he goes around with his top off.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of a hurling
He has his own,
creator.
I think we spoke about him before, he has his own OnlyFans as well.
Oh, right, so he's buff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen a little clip from the last day. It was the most pointless thing ever.
Oh, you saw it? Are you subscribed?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
No, it just came up with the TikTok. It was 7 seconds long. It was him walking through a graveyard.
I'd say it was 7 seconds long and 7 inches long as well, I'd say. It was him walking through a graveyard.
That's it.
Where and what?
Nothing on top.
Okay.
Just a nice jean.
This is another angle.
Looking like a Viking in the graveyard.
This is another angle that Nicola seems to have found. She'd kill me for telling you this. And some other people are also involved in this circle as well, but I won't say who now.
Not Laura.
I'm not saying that, Ray, but this goes straight to the top.
A little secret little collective. Go on.
They have a secret little collective.
What do they be looking at? Young fellas?
They send videos to each other, Ray, of fellas doing slow-mo dances in shorts with no jocks on.
Get away.
Ray, I swear to God, some of them were like 3D. I thought one of them was going to hit me in the eye at one stage.
Is this a thing?
It's a thing on TikTok. It's another angle of TikTok.
I don't see any of these videos.
Fellas dance, man.
Yeah.
Of course we don't, because it's not...
How come they don't come up on mine?
Well, why would I be worried if they did?
Why are they getting the buff lad in the graveyard? Where did they get that?
You should be more worried about why they're coming up on Nicola's and Laura's.
I know, I'd understand that. Like, should they like that sort of thing?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Slow-mo, right? And this thing starts waving right up, man. It's like an elephant trunk. And it's these boys that put these yokes up. Big York Productions,
Big York Productions.
You know what I mean? So that's another angle. There's so many different avenues to TikTok. Ours is that we clip up this shit and then 30 to 40-year-old women listen to us.
Yeah.
That's our angle. It's not really hurting anybody.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But like, there's so many different weird angles to what TikTok is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And apparently, this is what I heard now, Ray.
You're hearing a lot of things I'm not
hearing. A lot of stuff, Ray, because
I'll be
I'm
having
there.
words with Laura
Ray,
when I get home.
Yeah, but I'm getting to the ground level of this. You know what I mean?
I hear
I'm
you're
like
looking at
Danny Dyer or Ross
Mickey's.
Kemp. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm like Ross Kemp going into the
You're on the
Somalians.
ground.
I'm on the ground, man, reporting, getting dirty, getting the hands dirty, and figuring out what's going on.
Do you be robbing Nicola's phone to look at these videos?
No, because I have no choice. She says, Mark, do you want to see? Look at this fella's Mickey.
How come Laura doesn't show me the Mickeys?
Because she's ashamed.
Show me the Mickeys!
She's ashamed, Ray. She's ashamed of what
That she likes
loves.
it, or
yeah,
that
she's
she hasn't
ashamed
got
of.
it?
She's ashamed of what she's into.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hard on her when she sees it and goes, you know what I mean?
Because I found the last
Have you ever
while...
been driving your Renault van
Yeah.
and you see a Ferrari go by or some
Yeah.
and you go, I wish I had that instead of this van.
Yeah, that's what she's feeling.
I'm just saying.
There's been a couple of nights now recently where she's not been so tired going to bed. I've been wrecked because I was sick.
Yeah.
And she said, do you mind if I go on TikTok?
Oh.
Now I know why.
Now you know why, Ray.
She's lying there looking at these lads in shorts.
She's lying looking.
Looking.
Yeah.
Thinking. Fantasizing. Imagining.
Acting.
Choreographing. Anyway, we'll get on to the important things of this week.
Okay, will you please, Ray, if you don't mind?
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
First of all, when we arrived at your house this evening, I have to say, an unbelievable smell presented itself.
Is it Lily Goose?
Lily Goose wax.
My God, Ray.
The stuff we got last week in the box.
Nicola absolutely loves us.
Yeah, lilygooseshop.com for all your scents.
For all your... A bag of scents.
It's
if you need
unbelievable stuff.
Unreal.
I can't tell you how beautiful it was.
It's those candle wax things that you burn.
Yeah.
And genuine, you were not just saying this, because we've got scent stuff before where we get it and we say thanks very much, and then like this literally changed our lives this week. Like,
It did indeed. No.
honest to God, unbelievable.
Big
Fair
shout
play.
out there to Caroline. Fair play to you.
Fair play to you, Caroline.
Next on the agenda.
Yeah. Keep sending to Caroline as well. We'll keep burning it like.
I'm fierce vexed.
Ash.
At Brendan's Tierney.
I'm so glad that we're finding... I don't even know what you're on about, but I'm into it.
And you might have been wondering why I was quiet when I came in.
Yeah,
I was very
know.
upset. I had to save it because I didn't want to ruin it. I wanted to say it in the podcast.
I think you've done well to get this far.
Yeah,
Well
okay.
done, well done.
So, you know that Brendan wouldn't be shy of putting himself up on the internet.
He's a prick.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying there? I just got... I
He'd just
saw
be
white.
He'd just be up on the internet. Red. You're looking for red. That's the colour you want.
No, but I mean, I said I saw white though. I just saw
yeah.
that. I just
so
couldn't.
He's above the internet, right? And so on this one occasion where he's not annoying the whole world, he's just annoying me.
Yeah.
He comes out at the cinema, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly on his own. I think he went on his own to see it.
So
but he went
weird.
to see Batman.
Oh, yeah, 3
And,
hours.
Yeah, now we had all been... I seen Batman come out. Now I had to say, I questioned it. Your man Pattinson being Batman. I was thinking, that man could be
Yeah,
Batman.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
That fella.
Yeah, so Robert Pattin Kendy.
Robert Pattinson.
But Brendan came out of the cinema and it was just a little video of him looking into his phone telling the people.
Yeah.
I just went to see Batman. It was absolutely shite, he said.
He hates
It's
it.
the worst film I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It was such a waste of 3 hours.
Yeah.
And if I can give anyone any advice, it's shit, stay away from it.
And if you do go and see it, I hate you. That's what he said at the end.
No, I don't think that picture.
No, he did. He said that right at the end.
Oh, maybe, okay.
Did
Anyway,
you not skip you skipped the story?
so I looked at this. Yeah, I kind of skipped on. So I looked at this and I went, Jesus, Brendan, would you give it a break? You might have liked it, but other people might like it.
No, but they're not like... I know Brendan the way he thinks.
He's trying to bully me into not going to Batman or liking it for that matter.
But it worked on me. I didn't go see Batman because of his review.
there you go.
And I was mad to go and see it.
Did you take it up and kind of go, well, if Brendan enjoyed it, it's clearly not good.
I was embarrassed. It's the same thing that happens to me every single week, Ray. Ray, it's the same thing that happens every week. Nicola saw the video as well.
Yeah.
And I said to Nicola, I'm going to go see Batman.
Is
And
he-
she said, you
yeah.
silly little prick. Did you not
Did you
see,
not see Brendan's video?
Brendan's a real man.
But isn't it mad? That's how influencers work. That you were I was nearly influenced.
I got influenced by...
Now he's doing a dance outside.
Listen, this is
But thankfully,
This is what he wants.
Laura saved me. She said, come on now, we'll go to the cinema. And who am I to complain?
Yeah.
Do you know? She says, we're going somewhere. I says, how high?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And just doesn't make any sense. We're going somewhere. How high?
Yeah, no, well, it's a play on the. If she says jump, I says how high. But
If she says jump, you say where we going?
Where are we going? So we went to the cinema.
Right.
I see the Batman, and I was sitting there like a bull, thinking this is good. Just believe in Brendan, thinking this is good. This is a waste of time, waste of money.
The Batman
waste
and
of
the Bull.
everything.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic film.
No way.
It was a marvelous 3 hours of my life.
Okay, first of all, I'm glad that you enjoyed this, and that's your truth. You get to live your truth.
Did you not go see it?
I didn't go see it.
Because you listened to Brendan like a bollocks.
Number one,
Yeah.
I listened to Brendan.
Yeah.
Number two, who has 3 hours? Seriously. I need to know who the people out there are who have 3 hours in the evening. And if whoever they are, I'm doing something wrong then.
Yeah.
There
you
is
used
no-
to have 3 hours.
There's no way I'd have 3 hours.
You used to have it. Back in a previous life, before COVID hit, you had 3 hours.
Before video hits.
Yeah, before you took on this job. When are you going to quit now and become a musician again? and have 3 hours?
I'd probably quit next week, I'd say, probably.
Anyway,
Shit, did I...
For everybody out there,
I shouldn't have said
Batman isn't a bad old
You
film
liked
at all.
it, did you?
Oh, did you?
Can I
He's
ask
got
you-
a great jawline.
Come here. Okay, well... first of all, okay, he's a great jawline.
He's a savage jawline.
Okay, so you
And
enjoyed
a
the
big
jawline.
tortured head in him.
Yeah, but what about the storyline though, Ray?
Storyline, very good.
I'm less about the jawline, more
Yeah,
about the storyline.
it's very good.
Now, I heard about this woman called Poppy Seed or Pippi Pop or someone, and she plays the cat lady.
I don't know. I don't see women. As far as I'm concerned, there were no women in this film. I wasn't aware there was women.
Ray.
There was whole sections of the film where I blacked out now, mind you, but no, there was no women in that film.
Seriously,
Right,
she is apparently dividing opinion. I am in a WhatsApp group for gentlemen. Okay. Now, and everyone has seen it in that but me, and there's arguments going on in the gentlemen's WhatsApp group.
What's
as
the
to,
argument?
is she all that or is she not all
Well,
that?
I can only go on what Laura seen. Where most
You didn't
probably,
see it.
There was bits where I didn't see it, but Laura said there was a Catwoman in the film. I must have missed her. But Laura said she was an absolute right of a woman.
Now, that's what I'm getting.
And she never thought she'd see the day where someone would outdo Halle Berry.
Now, that's what I fucking heard,
Yeah.
Ray.
Laura, in Laura's words, how could she be sexier than Halle Berry?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I
I couldn't tell you. I
She's
didn't see
Halle
it.
very much sexier than her. So I heard the best way it was described to me was a friend of mine who was 30-year-old. He said, I haven't got butterflies about a young one like that since I was like a 13-year-old boy.
Okay.
He said it brought him back to those weird feelings.
That's
Like
nice.
she's supposed to be unreal altogether.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't.
I'm telling you.
And tell me this. Colin Firth is in it.
Who?
Colin Farrell is in it.
Colin Farrell is unrecognisable. He's
Absolute-
marvellous. as well.
apparently.
What he said, you heard what he said.
What?
Should have could have got anyone to play it.
Yeah,
Should've-
that's true,
They
yeah,
dressed him
apparently.
up that much. Could have been anyone.
Well, I mean, everyone is saying that he was unrecognisable, but there was another argument on that page as well of people saying, someone said, absolutely there's no way in hell that even is Colin Farrell. It cannot be Colin Farrell. And arguments were had.
Right.
A friend of mine with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That is not Colin Farrell. And after about 3 days, she said, "Oh,
Tom Cruise.
I thought you meant Will Farrell."
Oh.
She thought that it was supposed to be Will Farrell.
That's very good. Yeah.
She was like, "I don't believe it at all." Like,
Yeah,
that's
although he
fucking-
looks very like the guy that used to own the diner in Happy Days.
Who's that?
Do you
No.
remember the book in Happy Days?
He used to hit a slap on the jukebox.
Yeah, no,
Who's that?
that's the Fonz.
That was Tonto. Oh no, sorry, Fonzo. whatever
Yeah,
his name
no,
was.
it was the other book. The book with the black hair. He
Oh
used to
yeah,
own,
and tell me, was he playing the Penguin?
the Penguin. Yes.
Yeah, and come here, is the Riddler in it?
The Riddler is in it.
Okay, the Riddler.
He's marvellous as well.
I'm sorry,
He looks
but
like what's his face in the Mass Band? Peter Cran.
does he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter Cran would be brilliant in that role. Actually, I can't take the Riddler serious. Because the Riddler sounds like the kind of the local fellow who's been with too many young ones and he has a load of STIs. Oh, that's your man. He's riddled. That's the Riddler. You know the local fella in town.
Yeah.
Don't go near that fella. He's the
But this
Riddler.
lad's wearing a gimp mask and a pair of fancy glasses.
Oh, big sexy.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was Batman you seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just to make sure.
Anyway, that's it. That's the Batman section.
Okay, that's the Batman. 3 hours and we didn't have to talk about it for that amount of time.
Yeah, we didn't have to talk about that in time at all.
No.
Next on the list,
Go
Mark.
on. Yeah, go on, talk to me, Ray.
Yeah. Wow, what'll I go with? Funny baby names.
Okay.
And I've loosely researched this in that I've done very little on it.
Okay.
Imagine if you took names for a baby,
Yeah.
right? They weren't ordinarily names,
Okay.
like the word felony. Imagine if you called
Did
your
someone
child
do that?
felony.
Did someone actually do that?
No, but there was a thing again on the TikTok, and I didn't see half enough of it to make this an actual section. So
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, I already have a name in my head ananyway.
Oh,
for a
go on,
baby.
like a word that isn't an actual name.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on.
I'm going to call, if I ever have a child, racist.
Racist, Kendy.
good, isn't
Oh,
it?
that's like a boy named Sue. That young lad'll get the shite kicked out of him.
A boy named Racist.
Oh, God.
Excuse me,
yeah.
Racist, go and get your sister sexist, please. Come in for dinner.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, I give feminists a shout as well.
Excuse me, but misogyny's run out in the road again. Will you come back, misogyny, please?
Yeah. What was the other one as well then? There's obviously, you could have the little baby girl. Yeah, she's awful cute. What do you call her? Sphincter.
Or just completely swap it.
Yeah.
And say nothing about it. Oh, what, you have a little baby girl? Absolutely. Go, what do you call her? Alan. I called her Alan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or dogs when you call them Dave.
Oh, yeah, that's great though. Because Dave is too real. That's the problem.
Pat's a really nice name for a dog.
Yeah, Pat's a really nice name for a girl as well. Actually, it is a girl's name. Actually,
or Fidelma.
Yeah, Fidelma's a gorgeous name. We got to bring back some of those old names.
Bridget.
But come here, Ray. That reminds me, because I have to get this out now, and there's probably no better time in the whole world based on what we just talked about, right? Mm-hmm. So Brendan has been on to us about a new venue, maybe to record in the future.
Right.
And I think at this moment in time, there is no better time to actually do that and move on from here.
You're talking about leaving the box room?
I think it's going to be out of our hands very, very soon, and we're going to have to move out of the box room, Ray.
What?
This box room is going to be otherwise occupied come September of this year, okay? And we're going to have to use it, Ray.
You said it was she had a throat infection.
She does have a throat infection,
She's
Ray.
laryngitis.
She has laryngitis, but she's a lot worse.
Are you telling me there's more wrong with her?
There's plenty more wrong with her, Ray, because Nicola is due with baby come September.
No way!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
Oh my God, that explains why she hasn't been out in the beer the last couple of weeks.
Yes,
it was very unlike Nicola. Very unlike Nicola. Best woman for a Miller with lime, please. Thank you.
No,
congratulations.
Yeah, since January, Ray, we found out.
You found out... You're only telling me now.
I know, because you have to wait until all is good. So we went last week for a scan. Right?
Scan?
We went for a scan.
Oh my God, they have a balloon. Oh, there's other people. Louise is there as well.
Oh, Louisine is here. How are you, Louisine? Oh, thanks very much.
It says boy or girl in the balloon. Do you know which it is?
No, we don't know, but I know though. I had a dream, Ray.
Could you not have left this till the end of the podcast?
Well, I mean, you were talking about baby names, man, for God's sake.
And it's not like I knew. Oh my God. Nicola, how do you feel? Pregnant, obviously. You feel very pregnant. Oh God, that's another thing. You hit this so well. You really find out what people are capable of lies-wise. Do you know? The amount of times I said, will you come out this Wednesday? No.
Yeah. I mean, a different excuse every time.
Oh, I'm delighted.
Do you remember some of the excuses we had? Oh, we split up. Oh, all this kind of stuff, yeah.
But I'm just so delighted you had it in you.
I know, but Ray,
Most
it's mad.
of us doubted that.
That's the weirdest thing. Because me and her have never actually done it. Like, it's
How
so
did you
weird.
swing it? So you've had sex?
No, we've never had it, Ray.
This is officially, you've actually had sex?
Ray, she never has time because she's always over at other fellas' houses. That's the
I
weird
knew when you were
thing.
talking about cheeks out, there was definitely something happening. Something had changed in that relationship. She went into the room about 2 weeks ago. I'm sleeping with my cheeks out, and I was going, that's not like Nicola.
Yeah, which is weird because, it was January we found out, not 2 weeks ago, Ray.
So, well, obviously, the cheeks out is a side effect of pregnancy.
Oh, it absolutely is, yeah. You can't keep the cheeks in.
I've been talking about all the things, male contraceptives as well. You don't need them now. Or
Ray,
maybe that's it.
I was trying to hold it in. You're talking about male contraceptives and baby names. What the hell am I supposed to do? Like?
Yeah, no, it's fair. In fairness, I kind of knew.
So what?
Yeah.
How the hell did you know?
I knew.
You did not know.
I'd have friends in the hospital.
Oh, big sec. Who told you in the hospital?
Yeah. No, I'm only messing. But you were all serious there for a second.
No, because we did go for a scan and we saw someone in the hospital who might have been sane.
Oh, right. So
and we were like, oh shit, we got to tell.
Did you go to Sligo Hospital?
Yeah,
How
because
did you keep it a secret? Your people would see you going in.
Yeah, but we wanted to go to Sligo Hospital because you get a free Sligo Rovers jersey for the baby when it's born. That's the only reason we picked Sligo Hospital.
Do you actually get a Sligo Rovers jersey?
Yes, you do. You get a full kit for them. You do. You get a full baby kit.
Well, me and Laura will not be attending that hospital.
Why?
I'd have no use for Sligo Rovers or anyone in the family. Hopefully, if they give a free violin or a piano
I'm just
or something.
letting you know it's a boy, and I know why.
Is it a boy?
No, I know. We don't know, but we know. I had a dream. Nicola rang me. I was at work. She said, "Mark, I'm going to have this baby now. You better come home." So I said, "Okay, I'll be home in a minute."
Stop. Hold on. Are you telling me about how you found out?
No, this is the dream.
But
I'll tell you how I found out.
Yeah,
then
because I
after,
also want
so.
to find out how Nicola found out.
Oh yeah, well,
How many times you have to pee in it?
There was a lot of piss
We'll
involved.
come back to that, yeah.
A lot of piss involved. So she rings in the dream and she says, "Mark, you got to come home." She has 2 phones. Don't know why. Yeah,
two phones, yeah. Well,
and
you're
I
nervous.
said,
You're a father now.
I said, "No bother, I'll come home." So I came home and she had the baby, and it was like a 1-year-old child, and it was playing in the middle of the floor downstairs.
This is
and
your
that's
dream?
how I knew. It was a fella, and it was already cooked. Like he was 1.5. You know what I mean?
So when did this dream happen?
This happened a couple of weeks ago.
And did you know at the time?
Yeah, I knew at the time, but now I know. That's how it makes me think. I know it's a boy. No, I'm not saying it's going to come out as a 1.5-year-old, but I think it let me know that it's going to be easy because that was God's way of telling me, Kendy, don't be worried about the baby because it's going to be very easy to look after. Look, it's 1.5-year-old. It's
How
playing
much
with
riding
blocks.
were you doing before Christmas? You must have been flat out. You must have been at it like rabbits.
Ray, take it.
Under the cover of Studio Row.
No, it's just.
Oh, I'm flat out with work, Ray. I haven't time for the podcast.
Ray,
it's 80 hours this week.
It's not that. The Kendys have real strong stuff.
I just once was on and so.
Listen, all it takes is a shot, Ray.
All you do is brush up against
Hey,
you.
man, honestly. Do you know what I mean? Under pressure, we fly.
How did she tell you?
So, I was playing PlayStation with my friends.
Yeah, one way of getting you off the PlayStation.
She said, Mark, I need you to talk to you for a minute. And I seriously said to the lads, she's fucking, I don't know what she wants. Gee, just give me a minute, will you?
How long did she know before this?
She had known for about a half an hour, I'd say. So
She just found out and she wanted to tell you.
So here's what happened. Nicola said, Jesus, I'm after missing a certain time of the month where I shouldn't be missing that kind of time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She said, it must be COVID that's doing it because we had COVID at the time.
All right.
She said, but just in case, just in case, I'm going to piss on stick.
Yeah.
So she pissed on stick.
Yeah.
The piss on stick said, Nicola Lovey.
Nicola Lovely, you're with me mammy.
You're going to be a
and then
mammy.
did you piss in the second, like a COVID test?
And
I'm going to have to do 2.
That's the thing. Ray, that's the thing. Yeah. She did 3 of them and an antigen. They were all positive.
Yeah, that's very funny.
She had a PCR and antigen and 3 positive pregnancy tests.
Lot, yeah. Positive across the board.
Honest to God. She called me out while I was playing PlayStation and said, Mark, just look at the bed. And I said, oh, you pissed all over the bed, you it's rotten. There was 3 sticks there, and my immediate reaction was, Nicola, what are we going to do? That's the first. I kept saying, Nick, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
What's going to do?
All on me came this thing of, Kendy, you have nothing set up in your life, you ignorant bastard. And there's 3 sticks on the bed that say you're about to look after somebody for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I just
You
panicked.
have to pay their rent for at least 18 years.
Do I have to pay their rent?
And you have to feed them.
They're
way worse than Sean's goldfish.
That's a disaster, Ray, if that's the case.
Wait a minute! You telling me that in a couple of months we have to get out of here?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
No! You have another room, a much bigger room. Can we move it? Can we move into the bigger room? Can the child not have the bigger room?
Hang on, I think we just lost power on one of them there. Just give us a sec. We try and figure this out. Hang on, Brendan. Okay, sorry everyone. We got so excited in here that we turned off all the power. So, listen, Ray, that's the crack anyway. Oh, look at him. He's got Ray. Because if you go. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's just you're my best friend.
I'm so happy for you.
It's just, I couldn't have done it without.
I know you couldn't have done it without
Ray,
me.
I was thinking of you the whole time.
Thanks, Mark.
Honestly. I was picturing your arse. I was, Ray, because I wouldn't picture any other arse. You're absolutely gorgeous.
We're going to have to have a baby, John.
Ray, we're going to raise this baby together.
I know.
Me and you.
Who's going to be the goddaddy?
Oh, I haven't really decided yet, but I might just.
It's going to be like the best man thing now, where there's a fucking competition that's already cast.
Yeah, but who wants to be a goddaddy? Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck that.
What?
I tried out for the old groom. The
Ray.
groom. Do you know the thing about this podcast?
Yeah.
It appears to be cataloguing all the major events in your life.
Yeah, I know, that's the crazy thing, and it's like we'll have that then eventually down the line, you know.
We have engagement, we have marriage, and now we have announcement of child.
Yeah. well, what did you do?
That's what we'll call the episode. Episode 150, announcement of child.
Oh man,
I think this calls for another bottle of Heineken at some point.
Anyway, but that's the crack though. So I mean, obviously it's going to be a big move, you know.
I'm sorry now. As much as I'm delighted for you, the crushing reality of the fact that we may lose the box. Would you really put the child in the box room? That's child abuse.
Well, we let you talk to them first. It's a conversation that we're all, but we are.
This is what Laura always says to me. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's what she says. Whenever anything is not going to go my way.
No, we're going to sit you down, Ray, and we'll have a proper chat with you. We'll explain it all to you.
How it happened and
I'll get
everything.
you a picture book. So here's the crack, right?
Yeah.
We have now officially told everyone we need to tell, except for Laura and Sean Riley after this.
Oh, so are you all coming down to the house?
Yeah, so, and then.
Oh, they love that.
And then this is
Wait,
going
Sean's
to be
not
out.
at home.
Where is he?
Sean's away down playing a wedding down in Limerick.
I can't go any longer
So
without
you
telling
won't
people.
be able to, you'll have to just send him a text, which
We'll
you
have
won't
to
get
tell-
back to for 3 days.
Well, we're telling him, even if he's
Okay.
not there. I'm going to talk to the wall, even if he's not there.
Okay.
Have you any idea how hard it is to keep that secret for 12 weeks?
Well, it's clearly easy because you did it and I didn't know anything about it. Your best friend, your podcast buddy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't catch one of the Johnnies not telling the other Johnny that he was pregnant.
No, not at all. If one of them Johnny's got pregnant, Ray, the other one tell him straight. You tell the other one straight away.
Yeah. You
They
think that.
have that kind. You know what I mean? We're better friends than that. I don't talk to you.
Yeah, but
You know
then
what I mean?
again, you don't call a man two Johnnies for nothing. I'm sure that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, back to the normal.
Yeah, do you want to get to Ray before we go? Sorry,
well,
now.
actually, this leads nicely on. Do you know what day it is?
What?
Do you know what day it is?
Yeah, it's big sexy.
I know
day.
it's Big Sexy Announce the Child Day.
Yeah.
Right? It's also Steak and Blowjob Day.
Oh. I mean, talk about bringing the tone down.
Yeah.
So this is
March 14th, Steak and
sh-
Blowjob Day.
Yeah, but it's also a stupid invention that some flute somewhere. You know what I mean?
It's-
some idiot somewhere along the way
It's-
said, "Oh, I'm not coming up with a group. We call it steak and blowjob." But you know what the worst thing about fellas is?
What?
90% of us said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, yeah, let's get on board with this steak."
Well,
steak,
I wouldn't remember it
blow,
only for
hand
Laura
jobs."
reminded me.
What?
Do you know?
How did she remind you?
Well, there was steak in the fridge when I came out of the work this evening.
Have we have we resorted to this?
Having a money joke.
Have we
It just so
actually-
happened that she, for some reason, she was aware of this holiday.
She
It's
is going.
the opposite of Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is the 14th of February and all the ladies get spoiled rotten.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm disgusted at you. Did you secretly spoil the mother of your child rotten on Valentine's Day even though you said you wouldn't?
I didn't threaten.
Oh, God, right.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Right. By the way, it wasn't an immaculate conception or anything, was it?
No, that's what I'm
haven't
saying.
like the Saviour is coming at some point.
No, but this could be it.
This could be it. Right.
Because we've never...
Good to know.
We sleep in different beds.
Anyway, Steak and Blowjob Day. So, yes.
Oh, I hate when you're saying it. I hate
The
everything about you
14th of
saying
March,
this.
that's what it is. It's where women are supposed to cook a nice big steak for the husband or the boyfriend and then obviously engage in fellatio.
I'm the least feminist man in the world. I'm the least feminist man in the world.
Yeah. It's a shit holiday.
That makes me sick.
Yeah, you're
that
right.
there's fellas that would go, yeah, woo, let's do that.
We'll condemn it.
Absolutely
Yeah,
condemn it.
I'll tell Laura
But
to
you know
cancel
why?
it.
Do you know why?
I'll tell
No.
Laura it's not happening.
But
you should be just ashamed of yourself with your ideas.
Lads, will you come on? Like, we're better than that. Come on. There's better shit to be talking about out there
Sure.
than that absolute drivel.
When we're home now, when you come over to the house now, tell Laura that she's going to be some sort of an aunt.
An aunt, yeah, Auntie Laura.
Auntie Laura. When she's going to be Auntie Laura, you can tell her that you don't agree with Steak and Blowjob Day.
I will absolutely
And you're
tell her.
just going to ruin my night.
I will tell her, excuse me.
Just out and out, ruin my night.
I
Just going
find
to be
it funny.
March 14th Steak Day.
Ray, I find it funny the amount of stuff that sometimes you say to me, "Oh, I'm not putting that in, Kendy,"
Do you mind
and
put that
then
in?
you come out with this. Oh, jeez.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I can't, Jesus.
Have you anything else, Ray, that you need to get to? Because obviously all that excitement now has driven demented.
Quick story about my mother. You enjoy
Oh,
these
brilliant.
stories.
Yeah.
You know the way she did the J1 over in New York?
yeah, she played football. Yeah.
Played football, scored 1-6 in play, all that jazz.
1-6 from play.
Yeah.
She marked for one.
Worked in the bar.
She worked in a bar.
Savage.
Unreal.
Anyway, she went to a John Mayer concert while she was over there.
But of course she did.
You know,
That's what you do on a J1.
Yeah, so...
Or
my
a Saw
sis-
Doctors concert.
My sister... They're playing! By the way, they're doing 4 dates in England, which I think is an awful insult. You know,
They won't
Saw
even
Doctors
gig at
haven't-
home.
Yeah, they won't gig at home.
They have gone way too big for their boots.
I'm going to one of them.
Do you ever
anyway.
notice that?
Tickets on sale tomorrow, 9 a.m. That's Tuesday. If
Are
you
they?
listen to this on Thursday, they're too late.
They're gone.
Gone.
Sold out now.
Anyway, so Marie, my sister, was with my mother and said, I want to go see John Mayer, and brought the mother. Now, the mother, this is the day after she arrived in New York.
Right.
She's wrecked.
Of course you was. You're jet lag and everything.
Absolutely
They must
wrecked.
be the far side of 5 hours away.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jesus.
So they dragged her anyway, more mother, to go see John's Mayer, and
Yeah.
up in the stands they were.
Right.
And everybody at the gig stood up.
Oh.
So my mother had the pleasure of watching John Mayer through the cheeks of another man's arse. Because she didn't want to stand up. She was wrecked.
She was dead right.
So she just kind of got little glimpses of John Mayer singing songs through the cheeks of this man's legs.
But I'm with Carmel though. I wouldn't have either. I saw John Mayer one time, and I've made this point a couple of times before. I'm not going standing at a concert, okay? I want to sit down in the comfort of a seat and watch
Well, this didn't work out. And then his partner started rubbing his bum. And my mother then had to just close her eyes and just imagine the music.
I'd say Carmel was absolutely like, what am I doing here at all?
Yeah, Marie standing up beside her. That was that little story.
Jesus Christ.
What else have we got? I've only a small little bits left. I'm just shocked.
Go on.
I have to give then 2 plugs.
Okay, go on.
Plug number 1. Last night I went to what they call the D-Day of the musical, the producers.
Oh yeah. How would they get on?
So it's the full run through, and I went to it above in Summerhill College.
Yeah.
In the gym.
Brilliant.
And my nose was frozen off me.
Oh, they got the nose frozen off.
It was very cold.
Right.
But it was marvellous.
Go ahead.
To see a whole musical come together.
Yeah.
And some notable shout-outs. There's a gentleman by the name of Brendan.
Oh,
right?
Don't give me this.
Do you know Brendan?
Oh, no.
Not Tierney.
It just reminds me of the Batman thing again. There's
a lad named Brendan, and he plays Hitler.
Oh, lovely.
But because there was a number of the cast unavailable for the night, he had to play all the other roles as well.
And he did it.
He flew it.
Go away.
He's just mad. It's amazing what people can do.
But here's the thing. These are fucking professionals.
Seasoned professionals. The 2 leads as well, Aina and Robbie, are Robbie Fitzkendy.
Robbie Fitzkendy and Kendy
I don't
Fitzrobbie.
know Aina's Fitzkendy as well. But what? Aina O'Donnell, is it?
Oh,
that's the one,
Oh, lovely.
So that's basically they're the 2 boys at the central stage.
Brilliant.
And they were marvellous as well.
And come here, isn't there a lovely little gorgeous blonde woman in it as well, isn't there?
Ooh, I didn't see any girls.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's one. There's one girl, yeah, she's fine looking young.
So I was chatting to Robbie Fitzkendy and Kendy Fitzrobbie this morning.
Yeah.
And I said, how's prep going for the producers, Robbie?
Yeah.
And he said, it's going great. I'm brilliant. I said, that's very... why would you say...
He's
No.
very self-assured. He knows he's good.
He actually said...
I'm the real part of this show.
He actually said it's brilliant, and he said Laura Kiley is smashing it.
Yeah, the tickets are going now. So the musical is on the 7th to the 11th of April.
7th to the 11th of April in the Hawkswell Theatre in Sligo.
Tickets are very reasonable, and it's a great show. It's about 2.5 hours long.
Tickets are very reasonable, but very, very scarce.
Yes, very reasonable and scarce.
No, they actually are, though. We're not just saying that.
Just the balcony.
Seriously, there's only balcony tickets left, so if you want... And it is worth going to see.
I have a shout-out before we go.
Go on.
Yeah. It is from an Orla McGonigal.
Orla McGonigal?
Yeah. She's, hi, Kendy and Raybo. Hope you're doing well. Fully recovered from the bad Budapest flu.
No, we're not flu.
I was wondering if you could do me a huge favour. Myself and my friend Lauren, huge fans of the podcast. We're absolutely hilarious. We listen every week, and honestly, we've really bonded over it the past year. Yeah. I must stop here.
We brought them together. For
some reason, me and you were the reason they became closer.
Yeah.
How do you think that worked?
Because they seen what real friendship looks like.
Okay.
And they have mimicked.
I have a funny feeling though, if Orla found herself to be pregnant, she'd tell Lauren well before the 12-week mark. But that's fine. We'll leave that. I mean, so move on with this.
To each their own, Raymond.
Anyway, we listen every week, and honestly, we're really bonded over it. Yeah, we wonder about that. I was hoping you could give Lauren a wee shout out on the podcast this week, as she's turning 18 on Wednesday. Right? And
young ones, listen to us. No way. I refuse to believe that there's young ones listening to us.
Not just listening, but bonding.
Bonding over me and you.
Bonding and listening.
And they're sort of sitting in the room. They're sitting in the room, bonding over us.
And then they'd finish the episode and they just talk about it for hours.
I can't. Ray, I'm not joking when I say that our listenership is 30 to 40-year-olds, haven't I? You know what I mean? The bulk.
That was something, yeah.
I can't believe there's 2 18-year-old young ones listening
Lauren,
to us.
It's her Debs on the Wednesday
My
as well.
God.
Her name is Lauren McHugh, and she is from Donegal. So that explains why they're listening to us and bonding.
They're batshit up there, man. Lunatics.
Yeah, that's it. Orla and
Fair
Lauren.
play to you, Orla and Lauren. And best luck
listening.
on your Debs. We should have taken them to the Debs, the 2 of us. That would have been brilliant.
Wrong.
No, it would have been all but right, Ray.
No, nothing right about that.
Plenty right about. Okay, well, look at no crack in that, you guys. So can't take it to the Debs. Yeah. I was mad sick to the Debs.
Yeah. Father of one brings 18-year-old to Debs. And the Donegal Observer.
Ah, jeez. Listen, Ray. Most of the episodes.
That was fair play to you. How, like, I have to commit after I hadn't even speak.
Thanks.
I have to say a big thank you to Brendan Tierney. What planning must have gone into? He says 150 is coming. We need a big show.
No. No.
When did we start this? We start this in November.
Yeah.
You know, you and him and Nicola, you started this process.
The same way you did with the Karen Quinn theme night.
Yeah.
I told Brendan this time last July, I'm going to get Nicola pregnant in January.
Yeah.
So be ready for 150. But I can tell them about the 12.
That's marvellous. Well done on savage content this week.
You know, Brendan didn't know either. You know that?
Did he not?
No.
Well, I'm surprised.
Yeah. So
surprised you didn't tell him.
I'm not telling him that, man. He wrecking me skull.
Anyway, go see Batman. It's a great film. Never mind, Brendan.
Go have a baby. It's a great idea.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about now. We have 9 months. No, wait, 8. Is it 8 months and counting? Wait, 12 weeks. Jesus Christ, it's 6 months away.
Yeah. 6 months away.
When is it due?
It's due September. And my little sister is getting married in August, and Nicola's the maid of honour.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be fit to burst.
We booked the B&B for that today.
Did you?
Yeah.
No shagging
We got
away.
a lovely, reasonable one. We're not paying €790 to stay in the place. Your sister's getting married.
So here's the thing. I love my sister. I love Ellie with all my heart, right? She
picked the most expensive hotel in Ireland to get married.
What a little shit. Why would she do that?
She's not. She can because she's got an American.
Oh, she got an American. Yeah, but
an
I
American
don't.
wedding will always be in some sort of an abbey or a castle.
I got a woman from Castle Plunkett, and the two of us have about 300 points in Leaving between us. Like, we don't have that kind of money.
You got married in a castle as well.
Yeah, but not Ledlow Abbey.
The castle you got married in was a masquerading as one. I think there's one wall left.
Yeah.
And it was a shite castle back in the day.
Just a couple of bricks. Oh, that's terrible.
But Ellie, anyway, and Kenny are getting married in Glenlow Abbey, and no way in hell can we afford to stay there that
sure,
night.
I can't either.
But you'll have to.
I can't.
You can't be bringing a heavily pregnant woman tipping around the place.
I know, but Glenlow Abbey is so expensive
Vista.
that they'll see that Nicola's pregnant and they'll say, "Up 3, is it?" You know what I mean? They'll charge you for the belly. Yeah, they will, the bastards, man.
Well, we got a lovely little bed and breakfast 10 minutes drive away.
Ah, that's great. We're gonna have some crack.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Thanks very much. That's 150. Kendy's going to be a father, and for that, fair play to me.
And that's a lot of people finding out.
I know.
Yeah. I think you can really, 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 emphasize the ending of this now.
What do you mean?
This is the end. The thing you say.
Hey, before I get to that, Blind Tiger, you're brilliant. Anderson's, you're brilliant. Brendan Tierney, you're brilliant. Nicola, thank you for being with child.
Thank you for being a friend.
Kendy, thank you for mixing cement.
Laving it up inside now.
Oh, Ray, my parents listen, you pervert. I have aunties and uncles that listen to this, you prick.
And they'll be delighted that this is how they're finding out.
This is how they're finding out.
You've only a few days to start ringing people.
Well, Ray, look, I mean, if ever there was time to say fair play to me, it's now. So, fair play to me.
And I don't even feel like I can say it. I'm going home tonight. Fair play to me.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck. Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.